Hi everyone, for today's review we'll be looking back at the Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat line, and this is from the game MK3 Sub-Zero. And as you can see, I mean, the box was just the typical square boxes from Storm Collectibles. And unfortunately Storm Collectibles never had the quality to give us great cardboard packaging. For some reason it was always the cheap plastic mat cheap paper material that it will rip apart, as you can see from this corner right here. Let me move the camera right here. So just taking a look at the back packaging. I mean, the package looks great. It was just the material used that either it will start crumbling from the sides or the corners. And I think that's something that they fix in their Storm Arena collectibles. And what's unfortunate about this line, it seems that Storm Collectibles may have lost the license. Or WB or whoever owns the MK line probably didn't want to, either they wanted to extend the contract or renew the contract probably with more money, or the contract ended and Storm Collectibles no longer has the license to keep making this MK figures, which is weird because it seemed like they were getting deep into more games and more characters, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if the last wave didn't sell well for them to say we don't want to renew the license, or if it was WB licensing where they either didn't like the contract or they felt that the MK license should be worth more. And that'll be interesting what the outcome is on the MK movie, the Mortal Kombat 2 movie, because I know that the MK1 game reboot didn't sell well. It sold well on initial release, but then the numbers dropped. So, and I think that game hurt the license because it was pretty much, it didn't feel like a new direction. It just felt like a DLC basically of the last game. So that was unfortunate. But it'll be interesting to see what the future of Mortal Kombat is in general. We haven't heard any rumors about the game, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. And for now, we're just gonna have to, enjoy some past collectibles released. And I know right now the current one is McFarlane, so I know some people like it, some people don't. But let's continue on with this figure. Yeah, this really big box. It has a lot of accessories, so let me take it out of the packaging. So one thing, it does come with a great Mortal Kombat backdrop. So if you want to take pictures, I'm gonna try to leave it off for the review. See how well it holds up. Yeah, the figure comes with two trays. This is the additional tray, and as you can see, it comes with a lot of accessories. So you can recreate some fatalities from the game. And then this is the main blister, so plenty of hands, some frozen ice effect where you can put in your opponent, and then the main figure when an additional head. So this is the infamous white Sub-Zero. And before I forget, this is how they scale along with the Mortal Kombat Classic line from McFarlane. So as you can see, Storm Collectibles has the better articulation, so you get more, range of motion, more possibility from Storm Collectibles than McFarlane. And I think right now that's one of the biggest, gripes that collectors have for McFarlane, that, he's charging like $30 to $35 per figure, but he refuses to improve the articulation. And so far, the line has been probably like 80% recolors of Sub-Zero and Scorpion, which people are not happy about it. And I know he's trying to move from that, just to generate more interest in the line, but still that's that's an awful start to the MK Classics line, just to get as much money from it. So let's continue along with reviewing the figure. And here's a close-up of the face. Like I mentioned, I think it was an American actor who did the MK3 likeness. So I think they try to, fake him. Store Collectibles try to at least make him less American looking, but still they try to be generous and make it look how he did in the games as well. So it's a mix. And I don't know why Storm Collectibles always like their characters to be tan, because he's really brown. So, but yes, for articulation, I mean, he has that classic, soft chest from that were known now for Storm Collectibles, the soft plastic vest as well. So all this and here is one piece. So getting, trying to twist over here at the waist is it's not that easy, or even the diaphragm or midsection articulation it's not that easy. So you can get some here from the midsection, but then you gotta worry how much pressure you're gonna apply over time if it's gonna rip his vest, which is still also another infamous choice on the Sub-Zero costume over time. So, but other than that, the sculpting and the paint looks great on the figure. Haven't noticed any loose joints besides what I mentioned about the vest and the waist articulation being stuck. So let me switch now to the other head. And this is more like a screaming angry head. And unfortunately you don't get a different head or face, which it would have been great. I mean, the figure's loaded with all tons of accessories, so an extra head wouldn't have hurt, like a one where he's like dazed, or like he lost a fight where other characters can commit fatalities on him or something like that. I guess Stone Collectibles decided that he wasn't gonna lose any battle, so. But yeah, the standard butterfly joints as well. The neck is on a what is a ball joint. So up and down you're able to get some range in there, but the actual neck gets in the way, side to side. Bicep, double elbow articulation, wrist articulation. And he does come with the, diaper plastic that McFarlane is known for, so that way you can get, extra range of motion, double knee articulation, ankle articulation, and, toe articulation. So that's pretty much like the standard, Storm Collectibles MK figure articulation. So nothing new. And let me go over the accessories that the figure comes with. So one of the main ones is this ice effect, where you can put the figure, your opponent, inside. First, it does split into two pieces. I don't know if you can open it like this. I think you can, but like just the connection that it has and the plastic, being that clear plastic, it may break, so I don't want to try that. So let me freeze the McFarlane figure and see if it fits in there. So the toes kind of get in the way. Okay, there we go. And then put this on top. Let me see. So I'm wondering which figure was this made for. I think it was, see, as you can see, like it opens up from the side if it doesn't fit, so I don't want to overdo it, but you know, you can kind of see what this effect is used for. So nice little effect, but you know, it's limited to which characters do fit in there. And over here, I don't know if you can see by my thumb, there's like the hands where I think you place Sub-Zero's hand in order to like freeze it or attach to it. So I'll go over that in a little bit, see which hands are those. So another effect is this, you know, to edit on the bottom. I don't want to say the word because I don't know if I'll get in trouble on YouTube, since they're really picking now on reading words on the videos. But then the other ice effect is this 2 pieces. And I think they go with these hands. It's not the easiest to apply, because I think you gotta put the hand in there, but it doesn't hold it really well. So let me try the other hand. You know, I wish they would have done this better, have like a peg in there to have a better connection, because some of the fingers don't hold it really well. But then let's switch it over here. Let's remove the hands. That's gonna be the left hand. The peg keeps moving around. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of this joint system. Just give us one piece of plastic for the joint. Honestly, not a big fan of that. Have the more of the articulation on the actual hand, or but then you know, you move the hands up so it kind of looks like this. So I don't think I'm able to get that shot. So it holds them pretty well. So that's great. Another thing that I noticed is that this ice effect breaks in two, and then you add this piece over here for effect. I don't know where it goes, which side it goes where. So maybe it's not for a character, it's just the display piece. And like I mentioned, you attach it to his hands right here. So there's a handprint right there. I think it's the same hands where the thumb goes inside, but this is not an easy attachment. It doesn't hold up as well as the other ice effects. And this is what I mentioned, where like a peg, like in the middle of the hands, like figure arts have, or like a Kamehameha effect to hold it better. So let me try to balance it and see if it works. So it's supposed to hold it like this, like it has in the packaging, but unless you're great at balancing, yeah, not the best effect, unfortunately. I mean, not the best way for them to to do. And so then other accessories, you know, are pieces like this, like a foot. I'm just gonna make a scene right here. You know, another foot. A skull, or part of the hip, waist, 3 extra bones, and some hands. So I guess you can recreate, you know, like a fatality from the game. So yeah, this character is loaded with accessories, and I don't know, you know, if these are only based on his vitality or like all those additional pieces like the foot, the hands, they were meant to be used by other characters as well to create all the, you know, some in-game fatalities. And yeah, this is probably one of the, you know, Storm Collectibles MK character that was loaded with a bunch of accessories, because after that, it seems like they were limited before the line ended. So it's fortunate, you know, that the line was cut short. So like I mentioned, I don't know if it was licensing issues or, you know, money wise for to renew the contract. So we may never know, which it would be great if, you know, Storm Collectibles or Jada Toys in the future does get a hold of the license, because I do appreciate McFarlane, but I don't think they're putting their best effort in the line. I wish they will improve, I think, the articulation and the range of motion, but it seems like they're not really paying attention. And the accessories, they're making us, you know, buy the figure twice. Like, this is the standard Sub-Zero release, but then they release like a one where like a with the frozen hands with more accessories, and a lot of people are pissed. And you know that he's gonna release like an exclusive version online too as well, so that'll be like what, 3 or 4 versions of the same characters that people want. But yeah, if you want to track this down, your best guess is the aftermarket, and this figure unfortunately is picking up value. It's it's going around like 150 to 200 depending on the condition. So that's your best bet if you want to finish up the MK Storm Collectible MK characters. But let me know if you have any opinions on this character. Do you have it? Are you tracking it down? And, you know, let me know what you think of the, you know, the figure overall. And please like the video, share as well. I will appreciate it if you can follow too.